Not everything is done on the golf course, but why is it done on the golf course and where else can you do it? And I worked at Merrill in Washington, D.C., and it was really a fabulous experience, but it was big education. So in my office was 103 brokers, 3 are women. But along the way, what I learned is everyone's an entrepreneur, even in the market. You have your own business, you have your own clients, you have your own book. And so I built that. I learned the skills. And then I learned I really wanted to run my own companies. And so my husband graduating from veterinary school, the plan was always to build an empire around him and the pet industry. And so we moved to the San Francisco Bay Area. He worked as a veterinarian a couple years. And then when the timing was right, we bought a vet hospital. I borrowed my first $1 million, which I will say, women, you can actually borrow money. You can, because I did then. And that was 25 years ago. So you just have to be really creative. And I love mentoring women on how to have access to things that they, in their mind, think they don't. Because in my mind, I say I always do. Even in that room of 103 brokers, I didn't see myself different than anyone else. I knew the client did, but I saw myself as the same thoroughbred as everyone else. One of my mentors is Dan Sullivan. And one of the things he told me years ago, he put me in a group with 33 people. It was 31 men. Like Gino Wickman, who wrote one of my favorite books of all time, Traction, people in there that I looked up to, but here we are in the same group. And I asked Dan, like, how did I make this group? Like, I'm looking around like, how did I get in here? And he goes, simple. You do not apologize for your ambition. And I was like, oh, well, what does that mean? Does that mean other women do? He goes, what I see is a lot of women have a built-in glass ceiling. They think it's out there, but it's really in here. And so because of Lou Holtz, because of my background, that glass ceiling was shattered. Didn't even think about the difference of having or not having. But now that I mentor so many women and know that style, I see they actually, a lot of them do have it. And he says the glass ceiling is built in to who is the most successful person in my family system, and then how can I be safe to break through that ceiling. So very few know how to right now, but I think this is one of the big teachings that we need to do is eliminate that glass ceiling, not have those limiting beliefs, and be as big and bright as possible. And I think that's part of my mission is really to empower other women and other people. It's people in general, but I see women need a little bit of an extra boost because we have been at a disadvantage. We've been at a disadvantage for access for funds, access for ideas, and access in the room.